Welcome back everyone to viralstocks.io. Guys, we hit another massive winner just today. Shout out to everyone that was able to be a part of it. You guys should already know what that stock was if you were in it. So comment down below if you guys were able to achieve a big win on that stock. And yes, I do have the next one for you in today's video. But if you guys have no idea who we are, this is viralstocks.io, where we try our best to find you guys the best penny stocks in the entire market. We focus on NASDAQ penny stocks with high probability trading opportunities in the very short term. We provide a ton of free content here on our website. Well, everything is free, I guess, but a ton of content here on our website, a ton of content on YouTube, but then also we offer free penny stock alerts, like I said, completely free. So if you want to get all of our alerts before the crowd, make sure and sign up with your email and your phone number so you guys can get text messages for all of our penny stock alerts before everyone else here on YouTube. And you also get a completely free ebook. So like I said, it's all free, guys. Come join us at viralstocks.io. But anyways, guys, moving on to the big play today, that was Starbucks Group. This is ticker symbol STBX. Guys, if you do not know, if you have not been in the market lately and you are absolutely clueless, IPOs are printing money like it's going out of style. We've made money on the last two IPOs that I've mentioned on this channel, but today that we've been talking about all week, another IPO, STBX here, a Starbucks Group, and as we can see, you were able to get shares at just $4 per share, and today it skyrocketed over 1,000% to highs of $46 per share. That was absolutely massive, and I know you guys are like, well, I missed it. What's the next one? What's the next one? Stay tuned, guys, in this video because I am going to give you the next IPO that is coming up this Friday that I do think is going to print money. So let's talk about Starbucks Group here, and then we will go into what that next IPO is, and I'm also going to talk about where on earth you can buy these IPOs, so I'll be talking about that in this video as well, so stay tuned. This is definitely going to be a good one. But anyways, as we can see, Malaysian fintech Starbucks Group soars over 1,000% in market debut. As we can see here, the stock soared 1,055% on Tuesday in the wake of its $20 million initial public offering. Shares of Starbucks opened up at $27 per share and ended up rocketing to $46.21 per share. I know you're like, well, that's not 1,000%. Yes, what this is talking about, and what you guys all could have been a part of, is IPO shares. The stock IPO'd at just $4 per share. If you got in early, which I'm going to tell you how to do that in today's video, then you were able to get allocated shares at $4, and at $46, this was an over 1,000% gain. Guys, I'm going to show you exactly how to get these IPO shares, no lockup period, and nothing crazy like that. I will show you guys all in today's video. But anyways, another important thing was it was a low float, right? They offered 5 million shares priced at $4 per share, raising around $20 million, and it popped and skyrocketed on open immediately on open. The stock was up, what, 700%, and then it got halted multiple times and ended up going up to $46 per share, which represented over 1,000% gains. I think actually over 1,100 at its high. So shout out to everyone that's been a part of that. Now, if you guys remember the last one, which was literally just last Thursday, I do believe, that was ticker symbol GCT. We were pounding the table on this one as well. Now, this one, the shares opened up at about $12 per share and rocketed to just over $60 per share at their highs, I do believe. So as we can see, GigaCloud stock more than triples in sophomore session and has been halted 10 times for volatility. So yes, this stock also made a very big impact, went up about 500% at its highs. The IPO was a little higher, around $12 per share, but it still made a huge impact. It took a little bit though. It opened up, Webull wasn't allowed to trade. They ended up closing the IPO early. They ended up launching the IPO a day early. I mean, so many things made this one go wrong, but it still found a way to succeed. The next trading day, this thing shot up to $60 per share, which was an absolutely massive win. So by the way, Starbucks Group here is back down to about $12 per share. All these IPOs that I'm about to mention, they've all shot up the next day. So Starbucks Group could still be another great play here. Do not get me wrong. But nevertheless, it could also be over. So I personally would not chase the stock. But however, GCT here was also a massive win for us. As we can see here, it went up substantially not on open, but the day after. Now, an even bigger one, ticker symbol MEGL. Who remembers this one, guys? You were able to get shares at $4 per share for this one, and this stock skyrocketed to $350 per share the next day, pre-market, representing 8,000% gains at its highs, which was just absolutely massive. I think the first trading day, it was up 5,000% and ended up skyrocketing, like I said, to literally almost 10,000%, which is absolutely unheard of. People will never achieve that in 10 lifetimes, let alone in one trading day, or let alone in one trade in 2-day period. Absolutely crazy. Then, of course, HKD was the first one that pretty much kicked off IPO season here, if you will, and was also the biggest one. This stock shot up 21,000, I've even saw 32,000% at its highs, which is just unfathomable, right? I think this thing opened up at $4 per share and ended up skyrocketing to $2,500 per share. Literally just absolutely insane, right? But anyways, guys, so yeah, these are all plays that we've been a part of here. Well, not HKD, we did not play this one, but nevertheless, we were part of MEGL, we were part of GCT, and today we are part of STBX. Also one more, which was FRZA, that had a double up, right? But anyways, what's the next one, right? So I'm going to get into that in just one second, but first, how on earth can you buy these? Well, the best place to get into these IPOs early, yes, that is not once they open. That is before they actually IPO. You can do this on Webull. So if you guys do not have a Webull account, Webull is running a promotion now. If you guys use my link, I will leave it in the description below. All you have to do is use my link, deposit money into the account, any amount of money, just deposit $1 into the account, and then you can actually get up to 12, well, you will get, I believe it's 12 or 13 free stocks, which is just crazy. That's free money on the table right there. So make sure and do that. But then also, Webull is the place where you're going to want to deposit money if you want to get into these IPOs, because they have an IPO section. You go into the IPO section on Webull, and you're able to get these IPOs early, right? So if we scroll down here, you can see the process of bidding an IPO at Webull differs from buying listed stocks, and it's important to know what to expect. First, you need to open up the mobile app, right? There's going to be a separate platform, or what you, oh yeah, 3 separate platforms for Webull. So you do need the mobile app, which is probably what most of you guys use anyways. And then you're going to navigate to the IPO center via the markets tab, right? Once there, you're going to see all the IPOs listed just in a list there under the available tab. And obviously these are going to change daily as new one comes, or new one, they come along, and then other ones ultimately, already happen, right? So make sure and check that often. But anyways, you're going to be able to place a bid on an IPO, basically is an indication of interest, right? So you're going to place that bid, and you can place it whatever you want for however many shares you want, whatever amount of dollar amount you want, right? Now, so yeah, that's pretty much all it is, right? So whenever the IPO actually releases, you're going to get allocated shares, right? Now, understand that you're not always, at least, going to get allocated all of these shares, right? So, like, for example, today, people actually were getting a decent amount of shares, right? It all depends on your order size, and it all depends on how early you are, right? Mainly order size. So the bigger the order, the more shares are going to get allocated, right? But there are some people today that had $10,000 orders in, and they still only got about 50 shares or so, which is a lot. But people that only got or put in, maybe $1,000, they only got allocated maybe 10 shares or so, right? With MEGL, with GCT, you only got about 3 or 4 shares, right? So, regardless, though, I mean, it has been free money lately if you pick the right IPOs, and I do think, well, all the ones we talked about so far have been big winners, and I think this one on Friday is going to be a big winner as well. But let's get to that stock, guys. Like I said, we will link in the description below. But anyways, this is what's IPOing on Friday. Jahanzi, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Education Technology. This is ticker symbol JZ, right? They're going to be going for a $30 million IPO. This company provides online education content to businesses and consumers in China, blah, 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 blah. You get the point here, right? We don't really need to go in depth on this stock and what they do in the long term, because we're just here for the short term, which is their IPO. So as we can see, they're offering 5 million American depository shares at a proposed midpoint of $6 per share. So anywhere from $5 to $7 per share. I'm really hoping it's going to be 5, because that would put it right on par with MEGL and HDK, which you're going to see how similar these stocks are, right? So anyways, what's important about this mostly? Well, what's important about it a lot is this right here. AMTD is the lead underwriter, right? they're underwriting this deal. AMTD. Does this look familiar? Well, it should, because that is literally this company, HKD here, this AMTD Digital, right? They just, one of their companies just went public, but they are also an underwriter. And what we know is they underwrited HKD, right? And obviously, this was the biggest winner of them all, shooting up 32,000%. That's a huge correlation there, if you will, right? Now, AMTD here, maybe, you know, who knows what's going on. I think there's some big money in Hong Kong and China really pumping some money into this stuff. But, I mean, you know, they're kind of under surveillance of their version of the SEC and all these different things because of all these listings that are doing extremely well. So, who knows what's going to happen. But the point is Hong Kong and China IPOs have been doing very, very well. So, there's this one here, and then there's another one coming up in the near future that we will be talking about as well. But first off is this one right here, which is ticker symbol JZ. Same underwriter. Guess what? Same as MEGL and HKD. Both of these IPO'd at $5 per share. Both of these were China IPOs, just like JZ. What else? Oh, yeah, both of them were Friday IPOs. JZ is a Friday IPO. So many things in common. Low float. All these things, right? All these things are in common with MEGL and HKD, which leads me to believe that this one could be very, very massive. And they've all been massive to, you know, normal standards, but this one could have MEGL and HKD potential if the hype gets to it. So there is not a ton of hype right now, but I do think it'll build up. STBX kind of stole the show today, but I do think it'll continue build up leading into Friday. But anyways, this is the IPO that I'm looking at, guys. If you want to read all the information here, go ahead and take a look. This is, you know, the official documents and everything, but this is the IPO. The next IPO that I do think is going to do extremely well, that is ticker symbol JZ, guys. We've been hitting on these IPOs. To me, they've just been free money lately. Now, I will highlight, very, 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 very important. It is best to get in these IPOs pre-IPO, right? Which means you need to click that link in the description below to Webull, get your 12 free stocks, and ultimately get these IPOs on Webull before they actually IPO, right? If you want to get into them, not financial advice, of course. But once they actually open, then it gets a lot more risky because chances are they're going to open high. You're probably going to be chasing, and who knows what can happen from there. People that bought at the top at STBX today, unfortunately, they got caught holding the bag. Now, will it run again tomorrow? Highly possible, but you know, regardless, you could get caught holding the bag. It gets a lot more risky. So the best thing is to buy these IPOs before they actually release. Webull under the IPO section, right? Link in the description. 12 free stocks with Webull. That's where you need to go. But anyways, guys, there's stocks running every single day here. NEPT, as you can see, INDO. This thing's up 50% today. This is a previous winner for us. It's up you know, 90% over the last 5 days here, 87% over the last 1 month. This is what do I want to call it? A blast from the past, if you will, right? We caught this huge run up for what is it? Yeah, INDO here. I think we were in about $8 per share, something mid that run, and it just absolutely spiked. Up about 400% at the highs there from when we were in. We also got AVYA here, which has spiked about 38% today, looking very, very good there. So lots of stocks running, but honestly, all my attention right now is on these IPOs. I think JZ is going to be absolutely huge, so highly suggest you guys check this one out. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much all I have for you guys in today's video. We may be sending out an alert for this stock as long as we see the hype building up and everything like that, but we definitely do have another alert coming out on Thursday as long as the price action meets our scan. So make sure you guys are signed up to receive our completely free NASDAQ and NYSE penny stock alerts, guys. We're going to try to stay on top of these alerts a lot more. So yeah. Anyways, so guys, that is pretty much all I have for you guys in today's video. If you enjoyed, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. You know the drill. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next video.